Hey everyone, my name's Chris Warren.
My name is Matt Lopes.
Welcome to the You Should Be Worried podcast.
The only podcast where you don't know which one of us is going to die first.
Matt, how do you think you're going to die?
Food intake.
Okay.
A lot like Brendan Fraser in the movie The Whale.
Is that what that movie's about? Just a man, they're like, yo, you got to stop eating McDonald's or you're going to die. And you're just like, no, I got to go out doing what I love.
Yes.
Okay. Beautiful film.
I haven't seen it yet, but that is what it is about.
This is what it's about? Okay.
I've seen that. Yep.
Oh.
It's great. I can't wait. I think I'm going to go see it tonight.
Okay.
I'm going to go watch it. I'll give a review about it next week.
Next episode, you give a little movie review. Matt's movie review corner.
Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Matt, you excited? But when this releases, it'll be Valentine's Day week.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it will.
Oh, shit.
This is technically the Valentine's Day episode.
Oh, it's Valentine's Day episode?
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I hope that you guys have found so much love in your life, and I hope that you're celebrating it with that special someone. Unlike us, we all fucking hate each other here, and we have no woman to go home to.
Yeah, if it wasn't... Here's the thing. People think me and Matt are friends.
Oh,
we only talk during this podcast. Like,
literally, we'll go a whole week. The next time we'll talk is next week.
Yeah, because like when the podcast ends filming, we just shake hands and quietly walk away.
Yeah, we're business partners.
We're business partners. This is all fake.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was a point in time where we were better friends, and then Chris fucked up.
How did I fuck up, Matt? Why don't you tell everybody?
I think it's a little too personal. We shouldn't get into it right now.
That's fair.
But for right now, you should know that me and Chris are what do you call it? We are loyal to the growth of the podcast, and we are doing this for you. I've gotten multiple reviews in person, people telling us they love the podcast, and that they're even they're showing other people and shit like that. Like
that's good.
Legitimately, they like it and they don't want us to stop. What do you feel about that? Do you feel like you're gonna fucking ditch us?
Yeah, it's probably the last episode.
All right.
After that Snoop Dogg controversy, I've gotten a lot of calls.
Bro, you're going to get fucking shot.
And Snoop Dogg wants to start a podcast with me, so I'm probably going to go.
Oh, shit.
Do that.
All right.
Now, what are you going to do for Valentine's Day?
I don't think I'm going to do anything. Oh, I have work. I have to work on Valentine's Day.
Cute.
We got a little show. That they're doing at my job. So
Is it like a special show? Is it a Valentine's theme?
Like a Valentine's Day
like a dating show? Or?
No. It's a stand-up show.
Okay.
But they just get a comic who's a
slut. They get a big slut comic.
No, like a comic that's really good at fucking at relationship material. Is that like a comic that has a lot of jokes about men and women and
how they're different. Most people think we're the same, but we're different.
But all those comics they're never like men and men, women and women.
Yeah,
it's always like men be like this and women be like this. And in a relationship, you gotta have both.
That'd be great if you had. You gotta have both.
You gotta have.
God
both.
said you gotta have both.
Yeah, as it says in the Bible, you gotta have both.
I would love that if just to a conservative audience on Valentine's Day that went for their 20-year anniversaries and stuff.
Yeah,
just some gay guy came out and started talking really intensely about his gay marriage.
Yeah,
he's like, and you know how bottoms be sometimes.
Yeah. And everybody in the audience who bought tickets are like,
just furious. One guy just vein popping in the back.
We came here for heterosexual jokes. We want the jokes about penis and vagina.
That'd be great. I think that'd be great. That'd be a lot of fun.
Holy shit. Love is love.
Love isn't real.
No?
No, I think it's all conditional.
I would love to get into this.
Yeah, love is all conditional.
Yeah.
So you can love someone, but it's based on the...
Some men think it's only conditional for men and it's unconditional for women.
That's just them being babies.
Mm-hmm.
That's the people who've been hurt. They're like, oh, I can feel real love, but women can't. But it's it's conditional for everyone involved. I don't think it's a gender. I mean, there's different conditions that may be more or less important on average to each sex. Sure. But everyone's a different case. Every relationship is a different case.
Right.
When people are like, oh, true love, it's we only feel that way because these certain parameters within the relationship are happening. If those parameters change, those feelings are going to change. You're going to tell yourself, oh, they did this or this happened or I'm a new person. Well, it's no, the parameters changed. You didn't fall out of love with this person. It just became inconvenient.
Right.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's so fucking horrible to think about.
Isn't it? Well, that's why
I'm scared. I don't want to get back. Like, yeah, I want love and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to take all those steps. I just want to be back where I want to skip all the stages. I just want to go to like living with somebody in a house.
Yeah, I just want
with the trust and with the fucking.
I want to go on
sex schedule,
a date, and just get married by the end. If it goes well. Like going like it'll be a long date, like a 6-hour date, and if by the end of the 6 hours, like because we have like 2 meals, we like do some activities and stuff, kind of get a vibe for the person.
Right.
And at the end, just like be like, so are we getting married or what?
Yeah.
We get married or what?
Right now.
Right now. That that's how
we got an appointment at the church.
That's how Hasids do it.
What's Hasid?
Hasidic Jews, like the ultra orthodox in Brooklyn.
Oh, that's you can call them that.
That's what they're called. They're Hasidic.
Called Hasidic.
Yeah, but they're also referred to as Hasids.
They are.
It's not.
I've never heard.
It's not
that.
derogatory.
I've never heard that.
No. So what they do?
It's not derogatory.
It's not derogatory.
Sounds pretty derogatory.
I'm sure I'll get a bunch of messages about how I'm canceled.
You can't say
I
Hasid.
misunderstood that word. But no, they go on like
it takes a seed to grow a tree.
They go on 3 dates. they go on 3 dates.
Chris doesn't like that.
And all they talk about is like what their plan for life is.
Yeah.
So like from first date, they talk about like how many kids do you want? What part of the
how
country?
How many goats you want?
How many goats you want? How many? What part of Brooklyn do you want to live in? Because they're all in Brooklyn. And then
oh, no.
and then it's like once you decide all that stuff,
yeah.
Then it's like, okay, we agree on like enough of the major things. Let's get married now. Like they don't view it as like what we view in the wider world as like a love thing. They view marriage as like a partnership. So the goal of the partnership is to build a life together and raise kids. Right. So if this is someone I trust as essentially a partner and someone who I would trust to raise my children, then that's all that matters. And the love builds from that partnership is how they view it, which I think is very interesting.
That is interesting.
Because you got all the major stuff out of the way. You're not worried about liking the same movies or like, oh, are they a good vibe? Are they fun, easy to talk to? They're like, no, I want 7 kids. They want 7 kids. They want to live in Bushwick. I want to live in Bushwick.
We have the same long-term goals.
Long-term goals,
So let's put up with each other, like short-term wise, like in order to get what we both want.
And then
out
I
of
think
life.
it's honestly more natural because instead of like when you're going on a date and trying to like impress each other, or like try to be cool, or like see if they're cool, or see if do they make me feel special? Do I like them? Are they funny? Whatever it is. Instead, you're just like, okay, this person has the same goals. Let's actually learn who they are now that we're married. Which sounds weird, but now it's like, and then learn to love what they really are.
Right.
Because you're actually going through struggles from day one. You get married.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, how do we pay rent? And then you really see how that person is. And instead of having these preconceived notions from dating, you're just like, okay, well, that's how they handle this. So like, I'm going to learn to love that person, build that. Because especially I see with a lot of people, like when they're dating for a while and then they move in together.
Yeah.
Then shit gets weird because all of a sudden it's not just your best front you're putting forward. Like all of a sudden you see them deal with stress and you see like how they handle problems and what their values are. And it gets weird.
And you see how like they don't start picking up their clothes like they did when they were at your place.
Yeah, and you're like, what the fuck is that?
They're like, oh no, this is how I live.
Yeah.
And now, so you lied.
I like how,
oh, so you fucking lied to me.
Yeah, I like how I'm definitely the most qualified to talk about relationships. I should start.
Well, it's the Valentine's Day episode, so we can either pretend that we get so many relationships, or we can just, I don't know, be honest.
I'll be honest.
Chris, how many relationships do you want for the rest of your life? How many relationships do you think you're going to have?
Well, I think I'm going to have one or different, right? Because if I'm being honest, I would really be fine with if the next person I get into a relationship with, I end up spending the rest of my life with. I mean, if they were the right person, I'm not going to like force that.
Yeah.
But like, that would be great. If the next girl I started dating, like we had all the same goals, we really like vibed, we loved each other, and then cool, that's the rest of my life.
Do you feel as though
I don't think that's gonna happen?
No,
but what are you gonna do?
It's fucking nuts.
What about you? Would you?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Because it's like part of me worries like, oh, maybe I'll feel like I missed out because if I at 28. Find the person we spend the rest of my life with.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Do you feel like age has a factor in that?
Well, because
like your age has a factor in your overall, like what you want right now out of a relationship? Like the fact that you're 28 now?
Yeah. Well, because it's like, here's the thing. I could feel like I missed out, but I've also been out there for a while now. And it's like, dating sucks. It's not like, I've had fun dates, I've had bad dates. I've met some cool people that, just didn't work out or it wasn't like a vibe, but like still like them. If I saw them, I'd be like, hey, what's up? Some other people, not some. It's just like how it works. But it's like, I wouldn't feel like I really, because if I found the right person, I don't think I would feel like I'm missing out. You know what I mean? Because I'd be so happy to be with that person that it's like, why would I want to try all, like, I got the best version of what this is going to be right here. Why would I want to go try out these lesser versions just because they're different?
Right.
They might be exciting. You know, there's lots of those that are like exciting for a couple weeks, but it's like that's not the person I want to spend the rest of my life with.
Yeah. Do you feel like some women are gonna look at us and be like, "Ayo, that man, them's pathetic,"
100%.
and then other women are gonna be like, "Oh wait, no, I think that's kind of cute," but the women who think that's kind of cute, we don't even like anyway. You're ugly. No, I'm if you like me, you're ugly. It's a red flag.
Wow,
if
man,
you
you're
like
really
women who like me, red flag.
you're really doing yourself a lot of favors
you like
right now.
Fat guys.
Listen,
I'm just in my own head.
No,
ladies, thank you so much for being kind always.
I just want you to remember, if you like me, that's a sign that you're a great person that can see past looks and see what a great guy I am. And you should feel better about yourself, and you should act on that and DM me at Chris Warren Comedy on Instagram.
And now we're going to take a quick break to get a message from our sponsors. Thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast this amount of time through. I just want to say one more time that I'm thankful that you're here, and that Chris is thankful that you're here, and also our sponsor for the episode is also glad that you're here. Chris, why don't you tell us about our sponsor today?
Yeah, so for today, our sponsor would also like to thank Raytheon for sponsoring the last episode.
Raytheon was a great sponsor.
Thank you. They will sponsor further ones, but today our sponsor is Monsanto.
Monsanto.
And, for those of you who don't know, Monsanto genetically engineers the finest seeds in the world. 80% of the food you eat is grown by a genetically modified seed from Monsanto. And
GMS Monsanto.
Yeah, and they're trademarked. So if those seeds blow over into your farm that's using organic seeds, we're going to sue you and take your land because you stole our copyright.
Trademark is the R with the circle around it.
It is.
Why? Shouldn't it be shouldn't it be T?
I've never thought about that, yeah.
That's fucking stupid as fuck. Thank you, Monsanto.
Thank you, Monsanto.
I love our sponsors. I love our sponsors.
Do you know we actually got more tweets?
Oh, do we?
We did.
We didn't get to the Patreon section yet.
Oh, my apologies.
That's cool. That's cool. Fuck, bro. What the fuck? This turned out to be a good episode. I was having my fucking doubts. It's coming out to be a pretty good ep.
Pretty good ep.
We got a good EP out there. What is EP? What for music? What is that? Is it episode? Is it music episode?
Extraterrestrial.
It doesn't stand for music episode?
No, but why is it called an EP?
But
what does the
why
EP
is it
stand
called
for?
EP, Ben? Oh my God, bruh. Malcolm, why is it EP? Malcolm's never fucking said a word to me, bruh.
EP stands for extended play, meaning that an EP is longer than a single, shorter than an album.
Wow, we're learning so much on the podcast.
That's fucking sick,
That's pretty
bro.
sick.
What does bukkake mean?
Oh, I can explain that one.
Oh, go ahead, Chris. Chris explains bukkake.
Yeah,
Go.
so bukkake is a genre of pornographic film, and it started in Japan.
Yeah.
Because back in the samurai times, like 1200s thereabouts, if a woman had sex before marriage or like cheated on her husband or somehow was sexually promiscuous, which back then was like a no-no,
Yeah.
they would take her into the town square, and all the men in the village would get around her and jerk off onto her face as a sign of shame, to shame her, basically slut shame her.
Yeah.
And then that carried on from the historical context into that became like a weird fetish in Japanese society because some guys really enjoyed that, and then it carried on to the modern era.
Yeah.
And then it got into American films, American pornographic films, and that's why we have the bukkake today.
I always thought bukkake is when you scared a piece of shit.
I'm sorry, what? What does that mean?
Let's take a quick break. We're gonna go to our Patreon part of the episode. We'll be right back. You didn't know what that means?
You scared me.
Bukkake. All right. Fucking hammer away. Give me the usernames and give me the tweets.
Yeah, the first tweet we have is from Gabby Carter.
Oh fuck. Yo, bro.
Yeah, it's got the blue check mark, so I think it's the real her.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Welcome to happy to welcome happy.
Yeah.
Say the tweet.
So Gabby Carter tweeted at the You Should Be Worried podcast.
Yeah.
Chris, you're really cute. Love the beard coming in. Looks good. Love the podcast. I would love to be your Valentine. Matt cannot come.
Yay.
Yeah. I'm sure there's probably another.
Yeah.
It's probably another one.
Probably a different one.
We got another one from.
Maybe this one's in government or something.
Okay, this one we have from Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh.
Famous Rosie O'Donnell, famous comedian.
She's cool, I guess.
Rosie O'Donnell said, I love the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I love how someone like Matt is so brave to have the same exact body build as me and still show himself on camera. If I were him, I would have done an audio podcast, but he is so brave, makes me feel more confident in my oddly shaped body.
Thank you, Rosie.
Yeah, that seemed a little mean, honestly. I don't think she needed
No,
to.
I liked it.
But she said you're brave.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, no, you're brave. That's
Big
good.
fan.
Hey,
Loved you and Roseanne. Wait. Fuck.
that's Roseanne Barr.
Loved you and-
Much thinner
loved you
woman.
in the Rosie O'Donnell show. My mom came to see you once. You fucking pushed her. Love you. Thanks for watching the podcast. Do we have anything else?
Yeah, I have another tweet from at the Pope.
Okay. Yeah.
Current Pope, it
Yeah,
looks
go
like.
right ahead. Go right ahead.
Chris,
Mm-hmm.
you're one of the good ones.
Oh, cool.
I can't
Cool,
say
cool.
I forgive you for what your people did to Jesus,
Oh.
but I get it.
Oh, Pope's doing. Oh.
That's kind of, Also, your dad is going to hell. Sorry, LOL.
Fuck.
Seemed a little aggressive.
Pope knows LOL.
Pope knows LOL. I think he's
Bro,
probably got a guy
Pope
managing his
used
social
LOL.
media.
Yeah,
account.
that's
That's
his
probably
words.
what it is.
That's
Yeah,
his
he's
words.
probably-
Pope said laugh out loud.
Yeah, he probably just laughed and the guy put it in there. Yeah.
All right, that's LOL.
All right. Brendan Fraser tweets at the You Should Be
Can I
Worried.
just say beforehand, Brendan Fraser, I loved you in the movie The Whale. I haven't seen it yet, but I know I'm gonna fucking just love that movie so much. Chris, read the tweet.
Okay, so Brendan Fraser tweets at the You Should Be Worried podcast. Love the podcast, guys.
Yeah.
And I want you to know that you were a huge inspiration for me when I was training to be in the movie The Whale. My only regret is that I could not get as fat as Matt to be that character. Really feels like I let my fans down, but thank you for being such an inspiration, but you set the bar too high. How could anyone get that big without stopping themselves? It's like, wow, you must have no self-awareness or self-control. Really love the podcast. Hit me up when you're in LA.
You weren't even Tarzan. You were just George of the Jungle.
That started really positive, then it got
You were
really
just George of the Jungle.
got really negative.
Tarzan's way more better wild man than you are.
Yeah. Matt, you know what you should be worried about?
What?
I think you should be worried about reincarnation.
Ooh, what a good fucking topic.
Yeah.
Why should we be worried about reincarnation?
So I have a couple things. First of all, I don't think reincarnation is real personally. It's not
Okay.
really a Jewish concept. But
I agree, but it's still cool.
But if we're playing with the thought experiment of like, what if it is real? And
Yeah.
you know, who knows?
Yeah.
Why is everyone that has like a past life regression or whatever they're called, or like has a vision of their past life, why are they always a famous person? How come everyone's like, I was Napoleon or I was Cleopatra? No one's ever like, yeah, I was just some guy in the 1700s that got really drunk and fell off my horse one night on the way home and broke my neck. I was a farmer. That was my life. I died at 26 from being drunk on a horse. How come there's none of that? Like statistically, most of our past lives would have been that.
Yeah.
Most of us would have just been like peasants or just normal, like a blacksmith or something normal.
Right.
But they're always like a king or a queen or I'm Marilyn Monroe. It's like, really? Really?
I'm Marilyn Monroe incarnate.
Yeah, you didn't think maybe you were... Here's the funny thing. My mom did a past life regression when she was pregnant with me.
What does that mean? What's a regression?
So apparently what it is you have like a medium, like one of those people that can talk to like
Tells you who
spirits.
you were?
Tells you who you were.
Okay.
She had the past life regression with this medium.
Yeah.
And then the medium was like, I know who your baby was in the last life. And she was like, bet. It's to this day, my mom is convinced because of what this medium said
Yeah.
when she was pregnant with me,
Yeah.
that I am the reincarnation of American hero, General Armstrong Custer.
No way.
And here's the thing. My mom likes to brag about that because she doesn't know history. So she's just like, he was a Civil War hero. We're going to brag about it, right?
Yeah.
And she started doing this when she dropped me off at school. when
Go buy my little Custer.
Yeah,
go do big things.
Yeah, no, at like Syracuse University, she's like,
you're destined for greatness.
You know, I forget how it came up.
People are gonna love you.
The other mom was talking about like reincarnation. Like, well, my son is of General Armstrong Custer, and I'm thinking in my head, it's like, oh, she's never researched this person.
Oh, she has no idea who this is.
She has no idea who this is. If you research General Armstrong Custer, yeah, he's famous for being in the Union during the Civil War, and he was a Civil War hero. You know what he did after that? Killed all of the Native Americans in Wyoming.
Holy fuck.
Literally just went and committed a genocide. And not like a chill like, not that there's, but like, he would do stuff, like he would trick like the war party, like the Native American warriors.
Yeah,
he would like trick them to go out somewhere like away from town. And then him and the cavalry would come in when like none of the men were there and just kill all the women and children and old people.
Holy fuck.
Just like murk them all and burn it down.
I can imagine her at the medium, your mom at the medium being like, who? And the medium's like, General Custer. And your mom's like,
well, no, and
he's a general?
That's all she heard. She's like, he's a general in the Civil War? What a hero.
It's so good. It's so fun.
And here's the funniest part.
Yeah.
Is if you look up a picture of General Armstrong Custer, maybe we can do this in editing. I do, when my mustache is longer and the beard
you look just like him.
A passing resemblance.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't say I look just like him, but it's a passing resemblance.
That's fucking Chris. Oh,
See?
no. Holy fuck.
So that
Holy
was
shit.
before I was born, so you had no idea what I looked like. And so part of me is like, maybe I did commit war crimes in a past life. It would track. And maybe that's why
What a good clip this is. This is a great clip.
Every time I go to Mohegan Sun,
yeah,
I'm just like, have the urge to burn it down, finish the job.
Get him on,
every time I lose $20 at blackjack, I just hear the flute and drums of the 7th Cavalry, and I'm like,
holy shit.
We need to get the boys back together for one last mission.
Funny, bro. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the pod. It's always a pleasure for us doing it. You can follow me on all my social media. Find me. My name is Matt Lopes, Lopes. I'm headlining, I think, in Massachusetts later this month. Chris, what do you got?
Everyone, my name is Chris Warren. Thank you for joining us for the podcast. You can follow me at Chris Warren Comedy on Instagram and TikTok. You can also follow me on Twitter at Chris Warren 203.
Hell yeah.
Please follow the podcast. You Should Be Worried on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you're listening to. We also got a TikTok page and a Twitter page. Please follow Ben Kirsch, our wonderful producer, a.k.a. BennyBoy_28 on Instagram.
And if you like the clips, share the clips.
Yeah, share the clips. I'll be at the Stanford Palace Theater later this month. That'll be a lot of fun. More dates on my Instagram. Come see me.
All right. Dane, thank you guys so much again for watching the podcast. We'll see you guys next week.
Have a good one, everybody.